Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Leah Chang. I'm your host, Leah Chang. Today, I'm really delighted to be with the company, cast members of the Heart of Rock and Roll for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
They say the heart of rock and roll is still beating. After what I've seen, I'm moving. Now the old boy may be barely breathing. Heart of rock and roll, heart of rock and roll. Feel the power, just feel the power of love. That's the power, that's the power of love. Feel the power of love, feel the power, feel the power of love, feel the power, feel the power of love.
Hi, I'm Orville Mendoza. I play Fjord in the Heart of Rock and Roll, and I've been involved with the show since the very first table read in 2016.
Excellent.
My name is Zoe Jensen. I play Paige, and this is my first time with the show, the Broadway production. I'm very lucky.
I'm Robert Pendilla. I'm in the ensemble, and I cover Orville as Fjord, Wyatt, and Mr. Stone, and I've been with the show since 2017.
Hi, I'm Raymond J. Lee. I play JJ, the guitarist in the band. And this is my first time with the show for this chapter. Yeah.
Now, Ray, how is it for you to have been part of two amazing Broadway shows this season, two very different roles where you also got to play numerous characters over at Sweeney Todd?
You know, Sweeney Todd and Heart of Rock and Roll are very similar shows. It was a very easy transition. No, it was really cool doing such a 180 turn from this like British melodrama to just like rock and roll, like stoner vibes, band guy. It was really cool to do like this modern show set in the 80s. I loved it. It was a blast. It was something that like my spirit was excited to do.
Well, I felt watching you in this show that this show is really your DNA.
Yes.
Right? When you've been doing shows, when you've been on the road, when you've been home with your daughter and husband, you're recording all these fabulous pop songs. So,
yep, this one was in my DNA because of the pop, because I get to rock out and I don't have to worry too much about technique. I can just kind of do my thing. And actually, this is the first show that my daughter got to come to opening. So she was here opening night in her full getup, and it was a really cool moment to share.
And is it something that she's going to be doing too?
We'll see. She does love to sing. She loves to dance. But right now she loves makeup, hair, and animals. So maybe veterinarian?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, Robert.
Yes.
I heard that while you are on the ensemble track and you play numerous roles, you actually got to have your principal debut of a sort.
I
today.
did. I went on as Wyatt today, who is the husband of Zoe Jensen here. I said Joey. Zoe. Zoe. It's Zoe. Good to meet you. Sorry. No, it was a great time, and it was a wonderful time, and I got to kiss Zoe on stage. So
And it was incredible.
Thank you.
Still reeling from it.
Thank you.
Now, Zoe, I thought that 6 was your principal debut, but this actually is. So what does it mean to you?
Yes, so 6 was my principal debut, but Heart of Rock and Roll is the first time I've gotten to originate a role. And as someone who has filled in for shows like 6, and I was very blessed to be in Hamilton, it's really fun to get to do a role that I don't necessarily have to fit into a mold. It really felt from the moment that we started rehearsals that they wanted me to be authentically myself. So while I'm playing a character on stage, Paige is so Zoe inside and out.
Love that. Now, Mr. Orville Mendoza, I heard that you got to do a lot of your own interpretations for Fjord.
This role has been a total gift to me, as well as Gordon Greenberg, who directed it, and John Abrams, who wrote the piece, because it was it felt like a total collaboration. had been involved with the very first table read in 2016, and my character at that point was completely different. First of all, the whole show took place at the Stones mansion, and Cassandra was already getting married.
Oh.
And I played a football coach / wedding planner. So it's gone way, it is like night and day how like the plot and the characters have
Wow.
evolved and changed. You know, people think, oh, it's so easy, you know, like writing this type of comedy. It's not. It's hard. There's like hundreds, if not almost thousands of jokes that come in and out, and you're trying to land on the perfect joke. And it looks easy because of, you know, the skill and the comedic timing of this entire cast, but it is a very almost scientific thing that you have to land on. But yeah, so they were very open to my suggestions, and whenever they wrote something new, you know, we would throw it on the wall and see if it stuck, and if it didn't, you know, you kill that baby and then you put in another one. And so it just a bunch of trial and error and figuring out who this guy was. And to me, the most important thing is, and the show is called Heart of Rock and Roll, and we're trying to find the heart in every character. And even though my character Fjord is this entrepreneur and, you know, seems like all he cares about is money, his real motivation is he wants to find a family. And so that's underlying everything. And that's why I think the audience kind of pulls for me later on, because they see that that is my motivation.
Right.
And the Stones and Bobby and Cassandra, I'm really invested in their
Sure.
relationship.
Well, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to ask each one of you what the music of Huey Lewis means to you, Huey Lewis in the News, and what it is meant for you to have him here, have him be part of the process. I must, I'm not a fan girl of anything. It was lovely to have him in the lobby that day.
Huey is really someone special. He is so down to earth. He has really just been so supportive of this show. So it's been very fun to have him here. I'm still a little shy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here, like watching me sing your material. But for me personally, I've had an absolute blast singing the Huey Lewis stuff. This is my favorite kind of music to sing. I always use the word splat. I don't know if this means anything, but I love music that I can just splat on and just like go free. And like Ray was saying earlier, not worry too much about technique. His music is about being silly and being fun and being free, which I think is what this show kind of is all about.
Your splat is amazing.
Oh
my God.
Thank you.
Really good splat.
Thank you.
Sing downstairs too.
I sing the splat on stage while spinning you around on a luggage, not spinning McKenzie around on a luggage cart. I splat with you. I being with the show so long, I enjoy Huey so much. To have somebody know your name and, you know, where we say, oh, I'm just in the ensemble, but to have Huey know every single person's name every night, gives us high fives, and from day one has always like tried to get to know each and every one of us individually, means so much. And then it shows how much heart is actually in the Heart of Rock and Roll.
Right.
Because he just adds so much to it, and you want to give back to it. So yeah, you want to do that for him.
I mean, the music is incredible. No joke. In high school, we had this show called Blast from the Past, and one of the songs was Heart of Rock and Roll. So there's a VHS somewhere of Junior Year Ray singing Heart of Rock and Roll, and it has meant so much to be able to sing that exact same song here on Broadway. And I get to start the song. I was like, I'm an Asian American man starting a song on Broadway with them. You know, it's really, really cool. I feel so proud, and it's great when he's backstage, like high-fiving us, like fist bumping us. We're like, you're a legend, Huey Lewis, and you're just hanging out. It's the best.
Yeah.
But also, oh, sorry, I'm stealing it. Brian Yusufer's arrangements
Yes.
of Huey's songs
Yes.
makes it so much even more fun. Is that right? Even more fun to sing, and just means a lot more because his arrangements are outstanding.
Yeah, Brian and Will Van Dyke are main conductor, and Maddie Dykeman. They're amazing, and they keep us on our toes and keep everything clean and rocking.
Yeah. So I know I don't have you for very much longer because this is a 2-show day for you. So in honor of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, I would like to know, what does it mean for each of you to be an Asian American theater maker in this time?
Oh, wow. Just the representation. We've come such a long way, even from when I started, when I was majored in theater in school. The thing I really appreciate what I feel like where it's starting to turn, especially with this role, the role I'm playing is Swedish. And the creators did not bat an eye, that I was a brown person. And, you go to Sweden, there are Asian people there. Sure. Asian people were born there. So, they're proper Swedish people that aren't just blonde hair, blue eyes. Mm-hmm. So, just being able to not only tell Asian stories, but, be able to do what we do as actors and expand, the world and show people different faces of different cultures has been a blessing. And the tide is turning, I feel like.
Yeah. Ooh, I get choked up with this question just because it's just so special. What's amazing, first off, I just have to say that when I was a kid and there would be a new Broadway show out, I would always search for the Asian people in the cast. So it's really special to be able to be those people for someone. Oh, God!
Have you seen people at the stage door?
Yes.
They come up, today. The
Filipino
couple that you thought were yours.
I know, I thought you knew them. It's amazing. And also for me personally, I'm very proud to be Filipino and I'm also proud to be half. I think growing up a lot of the times, I was very blessed to see Asian people, but sometimes I didn't necessarily see someone that looked exactly like me, So to get to represent that experience is also very special. And I also just have to say it's so healing to get to work with other Asian actors. Just for myself, I'm not close to home right now. My family is in Illinois or the Philippines or, all over the world. So to get to have a little bit of home with me and safety, it's just like so healing. And I don't know, I think you feel it on stage too.
You do. I do. I did.
Love it. I get choked up as well. I did the same thing. I would always look for the Asian on stage and go, that I can do that, whether it was a male or female. I was like, there's one of you. There's one of us. I'm represented somehow. They may be in a blonde wig, but they got the job. And to see, especially in this show in particular, they didn't just put us as swings and standbys backstage waiting to go on. They put us at the forefront. And
oh no, I was really excited the day I came and saw you everywhere.
Yeah, I'm in the entire show,
originating so many different spots.
This was my first time originating a role on an ensemble track on Broadway. I've always been a swing, and waiting to go on, and
no longer.
Yeah. And it's nice to be applauded and seen for my talent, and not just, hey, we can have you come on because you can do something else.
Because you can move the furniture.
Yeah. It's nice to, be seen.
And be fabulous.
And be fabulous and show off, and it's great. And I appreciate the team for that.
I feel like we all have the same story. I remember being a senior in college, coming here, seeing Wicked, and it was Marcus Choi in Wicked, being like, you look like me. You're in Oz. What? And so that has stuck with me since my career. So I did the exact same thing y'all did, and the fact that all four of us get to do that, not even we all play different roles. Shows the range of what AANHPI actors can do. We can do so much more than be the token, and I'm proud that we all get to show that 8 times a week here at the James Earl Jones Theater.
Well, I think the thing that really excited me, and it's always so rare, to come and see a show where we're fully represented, all of us, the world that we live in is represented on stage. But I'm extra proud to see the four of you be fabulous and really in the heart of rock and roll, all American. That's what this is.
Absolutely.
We're all American.
And I just want to throw this in there. Leah, you and I have been friends forever. This is our first time actually talking.
I know. We must do longer versions,
exactly.
Right?
But I just want to say how much I love you and appreciate, not only is Leah an amazing actor, but her journalism, how she has documented not only Asian artists, but, your work with Andre de Shields and that whole community. Just, voices that don't necessarily have a platform. You're there for us and you're our champion. And I love you so much. And thank you.
Happy Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month from the heart of rock and roll! Woo! Come see these fabulous people at the James Earl Jones Theater.